Dear Crossing families, it's Mrs. Routson. Today is Tuesday, June 1st. Can you believe it? It is June. We've made it to June, moms and dads. All right, well, a couple things that I want to talk to everybody about, and a lot of these things will be in the s'more. The first thing is the intention form for next school year, 2021-22 school year, was sent out last week. I have it linked in this s'more if you haven't completed it. It is due by June 4th. Frederick County Public Schools will be a full face-to-face 5 days a week with a virtual option. So take a look at that intention form and make your choices. The next big important detail as we finish the school year is the last day of school is June 17th. That's a Thursday. And if you have a school-issued Chromebook, we need all families to send in the Chromebook, the charger, and the case if you received one on June 17th. We know you're going to need it all the way up into that last day of school. If you're a face-to-face person, bring those in on June 17th. If you're a full virtual student and you have your Chromebook at home with you, you can also return it on June 17th. Our office hours are until 4 o'clock, and you can also return it on Friday the 18th. We will be here. I will give all those details in the s'more as well. We have a Spirit Week planned for the week of June 14th, so look for those details in the s'more. We also will post a flip grid for all of your Deer Crossing memories. We know some friends will be moving to Blue Heron while some friends will be staying here at Deer Crossing, and we know that that can bring a lot of changes for that transition. So Miss Michael is here to share some things moms and dads to keep in mind as we move into the final weeks of this school year, and we have some changes and transitions coming up in your house.
Hey moms and dads, and boys and girls too if you're watching. I'm Mrs. Michael. I'm the school counselor here at Deer Crossing. We have a lot of changes coming up. We have almost half of our school community moving on to Blue Heron Elementary. And I will let you know that I have talked to Mrs. Kelly, the school counselor at Blue Heron, lots of times already. And we are in constant communication about the students that are headed to Blue Heron. So I know that you are in good hands. But I also think that we need to acknowledge that this change is hard. This change is going to be hard for students that are leaving Deer Crossing, as well as students that are staying at Deer Crossing. Because half of our school community is leaving, that means that many of our students that are even still here at Deer Crossing are going to be missing half of their friends. So I think it's important to acknowledge that change and acknowledge that worry. One of the important things is to think about what you say to your kids. Saying things like, oh, you'll be fine, or oh, don't worry about that, sometimes doesn't help at all with the reassurance. Something to talk about is to sit down with them and reassure them from what they say. Write down their worries and talk about those what ifs. What if I don't have any friends? What if I don't know where to go? What if I miss the bus? All of those things can be turned into positive thoughts. So you would turn those what ifs into, what if I make new friends? What if I like the new school? What if I ask someone to help me? Talking about those positive reassurances are super important with kids right now. And I think it's important to empower your kids to think through those positive thoughts themselves. Also, drive by the new school. Go check it out. I've talked to so many kids and they have absolutely no idea where it is. Drive by it, let them get a visual. I know there's construction going on, but if they just get a visual of where they're headed, that also helps with the grounding of the worries. They can start imagining where they're going to go in. If I know that Blue Heron is having a ton of activities going on right now and a ton of different drive-bys and things, participate in those. Go through, see the new staff. We have a lot of our teachers that are headed to Blue Heron. Kids are going to see a lot of familiar faces over there. If your child is still struggling, or if you feel like you need additional resources for your child, please feel free to reach out to me. Send me an email. I'm happy to meet with them. I'm happy to talk with them about change. because change is hard, and I think that it's important that we help our kids through this change. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen next year, but I know that it's going to be hard. And I'll talk to you soon.